Hi everyone, it's Dee's from Turtle Dove. Hope everyone's doing well. I have made myself some of these beautiful ombre beaded candy canes. And I thought I would just come on and show you how I made one, or how I make one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should put them on my other hand. And they have a little heart dangle at the bottom in iridescent. I bought those from Spotlight, and there's some little bead caps and spacers in there, and another spacer at the top there. So I thought they turned out really pretty. This one is the first one that I made. Just place these down. So you can put any type of dangles on that you want. I was thinking even putting a bow somewhere, but I think they look nice just how they are. But you could jazz it up more if you wanted, and you could even hang something down this little hook here if you wanted. But I'm just going to leave them like this one. So I put another little gemmy spacer here, and then I've got one there, and with the bead cap and the heart, it looks beautiful. Now I could always put another bead cap on the top one, but I just wanted the eye to come down to the bottom of the candy cane. You can hang it up on the tree from the hook, or you could make your own little tie. Just depends on what you want personally. So let's make one up. So I have this wire, and I'm so sorry I don't know the gauge. It's quite, you can bend it easily, but it's not ultra fine, so it's a good one. And I've got a big mess of it here. I've had it for quite a long time, and I don't have the packaging it came in anymore, so I just cut out a 7-inch piece, and I'm going to get all my beads ready. I've got the heart dangle. I'll need 1 bead cap. I'll need a jump ring. This one is a 7mm in silver, and it doesn't tell you the gauge of that one. I have a round spacer, which is a 4mm spacer, so I'll use 2 of those. And another spacer bead, I'll use 2 of those, and they have iridescent gems on them. They're gorgeous, they look like little crowns. Okay, so we're ready to go, and of course I have my pliers here. I was going to say tweezers. Okay, so I'm going to just follow the one of them that I've already made. So I'm going to start with the bottom and then work my way around to the hook. So first I need to make a little ring, just a small one down the bottom, so that the beads don't fall off. So you have that, looks like a little musical note, and then I'll just grab the neck of that just under the ring and then bend that down back a bit, just so you get it sits straight again. Okay, so now we're ready to put the beads on. Now I'm going to get the little round silver spacer bead and put that down first. Then I'm going to grab a bead cap and put that on, and then I'm going to get one of the ombre beads, and then I'm going to use one of these gemmy spaces. Now I'm going to continue with the ombre beads, and I'm just randomly picking them out. Some of these, they're blue and yellow and a pearl. Others are more pink and yellow and pearl. Others have blue and purple on them, blue and pink. So I am going to continue until I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 of the ombre beads on there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm using just something rounded because now we need to make our hook, and I'm not worrying too much about the exact shape of it at the moment. I just want it slightly rounded at the moment, and then I can adjust that later. Okay, just like that, so not being too fussy. So I think there's a dozen all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, a dozen beads all up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and at the 11th bead I'll put another gemmy spacer, and 12, last bead, and then a little round spacer bead. Oh, don't you disappear. That's why I use this little mat, because they won't roll everywhere. So that's what you're left with. So we've basically made it, and we're just finishing up the very end. Now there's probably an inch there, so I'm going to cut that down a little bit so that there's about ½ an inch left on there, because I don't want this little bit here to be too large, but I have to be able to twist it around to stop the beads coming off. So I'm just going to grab that end of that wire and then make a hook, or a ring I should say. Twist that right under, make sure it's not going to come off. Okay, now before I'm going to shape the nice little hook of the candy cane, I'm going to grab my jump ring, which went flying. I'm just going to open that up and place this beautiful iridescent heart. Bead and thread that through, almost close it off, leaving a little gap, and I'm going to just put that at the bottom of the candy cane and then close it up, and that is basically it. They're really easy to make, even for me, because I'm not a big bead maker. I like to keep to simple projects. But I love candy canes, so So I thought I need some candy canes to go on my tree for next year. Next year I'm going to decorate my tree in nothing but homemade, or one of my trees anyway. Now that went down together too much. I'm going to have to open that up again. There we go. This is where using a bigger gauge is probably a little bit better, but that's not going to go anywhere because the bead's quite big. So now we're left with this and it's all out of shape. So I'm just going to take one of my good ones that I've already made and use that as a guide and just make the hook. So you might just want to eyeball it, or you can try and measure them exact, but I am not too fussy. They're going to get bent all sorts of ways anyway, using them eventually. I guess the grandgirl kids are going to, as they get older, play with them maybe. I'm just straightening that little ring there at the end, sort of bending in ways and looking a little bit funny. So if it becomes too big, you can always undo it and then chop a little bit off more if you want. But I think I'm going to leave it at that. If I play around with it too much, I'm just not going to ever be happy. There we go. So they're reasonably, not quite exact, but almost the same. So that's it, guys. That's as easy as that, and I think they look beautiful. Ombre candy cane. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.